Book club is in session. Welcome to Duo Lit Society.
Today we are getting into The Night We Met by Abby Jimenez.
All right, girl. This was kind of a mess. Okay, so there was
Kind of.
Larissa and Chris. Those are the two main characters. Larissa's dating Mike, which is Chris's best friend.
My head hurts.
but Chris trying to be with Larissa. If we can be honest. that was it.
And Larissa trying to be with Chris.
Mike, he was low key trash and really unreliable. But we didn't realize like the stem of it until towards the end. He was just like his brain is like a jumble of mess. Like he was all over the place.
He was unhinged.
He was like to put it lightly, he was pretty unhinged. I'm not gonna lie, but in front of Larissa, he acts totally different. Like he's like kind, a gentleman, and when we come to find out, it's because Chris is feeding him the information. Like
Chris was an enabler.
Basically, the puppet behind Mike.
Larissa was really dating Chris.
Larissa was really dating Chris the whole time, if we're gonna be honest, because Mike would be like, "Bro, I don't know what to get her. I'm gonna get her these cookies," and Chris would be like, "She's deathly allergic to nuts. Did you check?"
He was like, "It doesn't have any nuts. It doesn't have any nuts."
And then they looked at the ingredients.
It's made from almond flour. Are you stupid?
Or are you dumb?
All of the above.
Yeah. So that was just kind of just in general the type of person he was. But Larissa, her life was already kind of a mess. So she didn't pay it. I feel like she didn't pay attention to like the signs and like.
She didn't pay attention to the signs because she was really dating Chris.
She was.
So really there was like no signs because Chris was doing cleanup. Chris would protect Mike essentially, like cover for him. So she really wasn't seeing anything because Chris was like making sure that she didn't.
Yeah, and making sure that she didn't die from.
Stupid.
Yeah, because it's like, why are you putting all of this effort for your friend to mistreat somebody? Like, it's so weird, and it's like now it's like a fake relationship.
It's literally a fake relationship. The book literally started off with Mike calling Chris to go pick up his girl to take her and her mom to the hospital because her mom was having surgery.
And Chris
because Mike was hungover.
Yeah, Mike was hungover, and so now
and didn't tell her that somebody else was going to come pick her up.
No, he did not, and he didn't answer the phone, like at all. And she's like, my mama got surgery today. Are you crazy? Like we already talked about this. You come to pick me up. No, nothing. Radio silence, but he did make sure to contact Chris to go pick her up, and not Larissa to say, "Hey, I'm not gonna be there."
Right, somebody else is gonna come.
Somebody else is gonna come.
And mind you, Chris told him, "Tell her that I'm coming."
I ain't gonna lie, that would have been the first. Like, okay, we ain't been dating that long. You about to get cut off because what are you talking about?
Correct.
Like,
she should have.
And nobody even asked him to do it. He offered. Don't offer something and then not be reliable
and not pull through. Yeah, he sucked. I was over him the first paragraph of the book, actually.
Literally. And then Chris and Larissa ended up like finding a dog, but her living situation with her mom smoked cigarettes inside of the house and was like, "I don't want no dog in here."
Ain't that some shit?
So so you don't want the dog to get contact high with like you don't want the dog to smell like cigarettes when we walk out of here? Is that what you're requesting? No, she was annoying. Didn't like her.
I didn't like her. She was very intrusive.
She was, and I just
no boundaries,
none at all. And it's like, girl,
Miss Ma'am.
And Larissa paying all the bills right now because she can't even work.
Because you can't work because your wrist broke.
She needed to get away from her mom. I'm not gonna lie, but
she did.
That's besides the point. It was just that now Larissa's like, where can I put my dog? Because what the heck? So
now they co-parenting.
Chris,
why are you co-parenting with a dog with your boyfriend's best friend?
I co-parented with a dog one time, and now I'm married. So that's not how that works. That's not how that works.
Like what?
It's only one ending to co-parenting a dog. Like, and you're seeing each other all the time.
Yeah, no, they were both like very slow.
Yeah.
And they didn't want to see. I don't know.
They didn't want to. And they didn't want to
lying to themselves. They were lying.
They were, but it was because Mike and Chris are best friends. You know, like,
listen, Larissa should have just chose the first night.
She should have chose Chris because she met both of them, and she didn't think that Chris liked her, so she just went with somebody like Mike, who she thought would like her.
She thought Chris was too good for her because he was a pharmacist.
And it's like,
girl, don't nobody care.
Girl, like, at the end of the day, none of that matters. You the woman, you the prize.
Right.
So so tighten up. You know, like, know who you are.
She chose Mike the plumber.
Mike is a plumber that wasn't even using his plumbing ability and getting money from his mama to take Larissa out on dates.
Mike the personal trainer.
And wasn't getting no money from that and using his mama money because he lives in his mother's guest house.
Mike had all these skills and wasn't using none of them.
Because he too busy trying to live the glory days, and it's just, he literally was not like ready for no relationship. He needed to be in therapy. He needed to be sitting on a lady couch. He needed to be sober.
On some meds.
Yeah, because he was going through a lot, but it's just like, oh no, but man, like, Larissa is like, she's perfect. I need her. Like, you don't even know her.
Yeah.
He don't even know. And they went to a cabin. They all went to the cabin. Mike, silly tail self, gonna get Larissa a gift that had nuts in it. And Chris was like, bro, she is allergic to nuts. Because he's like, oh, what do you think about this? Like,
it's the fact that he was excited to show Chris. He was like, come here, look what I got her. Like,
it was expensive. Or something?
It was some nasty ass macarons.
Girl, like, be serious. It's Christmas. Like,
it's and he said it was expensive. I got them imported. Well, guess what? She can't eat those.
See, that's the kind of stuff I be talking about, because so many times Chris was like, hey, is anything in the house have nuts in it? Hey, does anything,
Every time.
And he'd be like, no, bro, I got it.
Every time they went to the cabin, Chris would be like, can you clear out the pantry, clear out the fridge, change the sponge?
And you think he did it?
He never did it. So when Chris would get there, Chris would have to go and do all that stuff. And I'm like, that's not your girl. That's your best friend girl.
But he felt bad. Like, he felt back because he knew something that Mike was going to do was, like, put her life in danger.
And he was like, yeah, Larissa is unsafe with him. And I'm like, but yes, still, instead of you just telling this girl, hey, Mike don't really got his shit together. Like, you should probably.
Yeah. And instead of him
find something safe to play with.
Telling his homeboy to be accountable, or like, hey, you were literally about to kill her. He's just doing everything for him. So he ended up getting drunk. Mike ended up getting drunk, ate the macaroons, and then forced a kiss onto Larissa. She was literally about to die. Like, luckily there was like a pharmacist and a doctor in there, and Chris always kept an EpiPen with him just in case.
Just in case something happened. He went and spent $700 on an EpiPen for a girl that's not his girl.
That's his best friend girl.
No.
Anyway,
I don't think I like this trope.
I actually hate it because that's your best friend, one. No matter how trash she is, that's your best friend.
It just...
And she could have found somebody else in the friend group.
No, because they both was with girls.
She could have found somebody.
It was literally just Mike and Chris that were still single. She should have chose. She should have chose Chris
from jump. Yeah,
from jump the first night, but she didn't. She ended up with Mike. Whatever, you made your choice. And it's Chris's fault.
It is.
He hid he protected her. He hid everything. He made sure that Mike looked like this pristine guy,
giving him money, paying for. Girl took Larissa and her mama
to a restaurant to eat and couldn't pay for it.
Knowing
he only had $90 in his account and the bill $300.
And they went to a fancy restaurant.
He's talking about something. Yeah, I just thought it would overdraft.
So now he calling Chris, his homie,
to come and pay the bill.
Can you come and swipe your card? I don't have enough money. Larissa mom in here. Larissa in here. This bill, a second mortgage on my house, bro. I can't do it.
Like, why did you say yes to that? I'm not coming up there. You gonna figure that shit out. Get to the bank and wash some dishes.
Right.
I'm not coming up there.
And it was her mom, Larissa's mom. That was like, oh no, he can take us to this.
He can afford it. How you know what he can afford?
Why you pocket watching?
He ain't say no.
Because at the end of the day, he thought that he could play this part and fake it till he make it.
Because he also kept saying that he did not deserve Larissa, which he did not.
I mean, he didn't. He was right there, but
He kept saying that, so he kept like
pretending to be somebody that he
was not. And Larissa is traumatized by her dad because her dad is an alcoholic. And now Mike,
but he hid that from her.
Chris hid
that from her. Mike didn't hide it because you can't hide alcoholism. You can't. Like,
Chris hid it from her. Chris would hide it when it's bad. So every time he would make plans and call Larissa and be like, "Oh, I have a migraine," he would be hungover. Chris would follow the story like, "Yeah, he has a migraine." Chris knew he was hungover. At the events, when he would get toe up and he would start doing silly stuff, he would like swoop her away and have the other friends
like a child
take care of him so she wouldn't actually see how drunk he is. Like he would do stuff like that. So it's like, what the hell? So they'd move in together, and the first night
he threw up everywhere. She had to pick up throw up off of the floor
and pee
because he also peed on himself. Mind you, the apartment she was living with her mama is no longer available to live in because her mother left the state to be with her boyfriend who smokes cigarettes all day.
In the house. So now she's stuck with an alcoholic boyfriend that she does not want to be with. She's traumatized because all she keeps thinking about is her dad.
And she's trying to get her money up because her dad ruined her credit.
He did.
So she really racks. Down bad.
30 racks.
She really down bad. And that's capital B-A-D. Like, she's down bad. So she does like these charcuterie board things, like the huge ones. So she started trying to do that, to get her money up, side money, because she had a lot of side hustles. One thing she was going to do was go and get up and work.
10 jobs.
She had about 10 jobs, baby. She was going to get some money. She was going to get her money up. But it was like she was paying off a debt that wasn't even hers.
I'll be pissed about
So she was also stressed out with that. So bless her heart. And I feel like Chris was made her feel safe. Like she didn't feel like she needed to stress when she was around him or be in like fight or flight mode. But
she low-key hung out with Chris more than she hung out with her boyfriend.
She did. And that's also another thing,
it was a lot of things that they just kept.
And they just was like, and they was just like magnets towards each other, pretending like nothing was going on, like physical connection, tension.
It was a lot.
They just pretending like it just didn't
until
exist.
Chris showed up in a car with a girlfriend, and my girl is physically sick to the point she throwing up in the car.
She threw up in the car. Like she had car sick, motion sickness,
sick because Chris had a girlfriend.
Had a girlfriend that he didn't even like. He was just like, man, she with Mike. That's
I have to do something.
That's unforbidden territory. Like that's my bro's bestie. I mean girlfriend. Like I can't mess with that. So he tried
to move on, and my girl was sick. He was sick. Everybody sick.
Everybody throwing up.
Everybody throwing up. Mike over there kissing her with nutty mouths.
And so that's it. Yeah, it was a wrap.
He almost killed her. That's when Chris lost his shit. He knocked his ass out.
He did.
And took her home, and then they started living together.
And then it was pretty much they pretty much was like, you know what, let's just stop fighting this. Let's just be together. And it worked because he was very supportive of what she had going on, like her side hustles. He was like, I know, I can take care of you, but I know you want to have your independence. I'm like, oh, that's the king right there. Because he was really supportive of that. But it's also still in the back of your mind. That is his ex's, like his best friend's ex-girlfriend.
After a point, I really didn't care.
It just nagged. But no, Mike really.
He ruined it. So
he ruined it.
I was like, okay, whatever. Just do what
I'm glad they're happy.
Do what you do because he don't care. But it was sad when Mike and Chris broke up.
No, that best friend, like they really broke up as like friends, and it's so hard to see that because Mike really messed up.
He did as a friend, not. It wasn't even just like
as a friend and as a person. He didn't have himself together.
Treating a girl wrong. It was like he was
literally about to kill her.
I think to the point where it's like he didn't care enough about himself. Like Chris cared more about him than he cared about himself. And Chris just got tired of it because Chris was like, you know what? I'm actually enabling you in this behavior because he thought he was protecting him and like being there for him. But he actually wasn't. He was just kind of letting him do what he want to do, and then
cleaning up the mess afterwards.
Cleaning up the mess after, and Mike was like, "Yeah, I just, I can do it. I can do it. I can do it." No, he wasn't doing.
And he wasn't doing nothing.
So he had to kind of let him hit rock bottom. Unfortunately, that was Larissa almost dying.
Yeah, which that made me sad. But
yeah, because Chris kept saying, "I don't think I would like if I became friends with Mike as an adult, we would not be friends,
right? Because
like,
they changed.
Don't like him." So they broke up, and Chris stood on business as he should have.
He did, and
not because you understand me. You gotta stick around for it.
Right? Exactly.
You don't, and he got up out of there, and got his girl.
Love that for them. What are your final thoughts?
I gave it a 4 just because I didn't really like the trope, and it drug on.
Yeah.
For so long, like, okay, we get it. They not supposed to be together. They want to be together. So I didn't really like the trope, so I gave it a 4. But I'm glad they got their happy ending. Friend group stayed together. Yada yada yada. Yeah.
I mean, I also gave it a 4. Wasn't a fan of that trope either. Best friends girl, a little weird. But it was good in the end. I liked it. They stayed together too long, but I liked it.
They did. We didn't even talk about the dog.
Oh, we like the dog.
I love the dog. A menace. Badass dog. Let us know your final thoughts and ratings in the comments, and we'll see you in the next book.
Bye.